Hey, I'm Heyzeus, and this video is going to look at some new information that's come out about a potential new CSGO case full of Chinese-themed skins. Now, a lot of people in the West were at least tipped off to these skins by their presence in an image released by A Perfect World to celebrate the new year, and, man love, and naturally, when the relevant skins were searched for, they were right there on the Steam Workshop, uploaded under a Perfect World dummy Steam account. And this started off some speculation that there might be some new Chinese-themed skins coming. People were asking questions like, could this be the next Dragon Lore? Is this the new case hiding in plain sight? So I'm going to take a closer look at what's going on. Now, I have to thank Jake Lucky, who hosts Esports Talk, for uncovering where these skins initially came from. He found this. It's a document that announces that A Perfect World was hosting a skins design competition as well as showcasing these skins. Now, there is a lot of stuff in this document, but we'll just start by having a look at the skins themselves. The first skin we've got is the SSG Hornbill, and according to the website, the design idea is to make the bird cock become a real bird cockroach. Actually, you know what? That one might have been screwed up in translation. Secondly, we've got the Mag 7 electric drill, which, crazily enough, is meant to look like an electric drill, although the No Rush trademark, I think, is a reference to this being a CT weapon, which I guess should be shutting down rushes. Thirdly, there's the AK-47 Moonshine, where the bats apparently represent hunters or something. Fourthly, we've got the CZ Zhongzhan, which is named after a tight-fitting Chinese dress, hence the woman's legs on the gun. And there's an interesting little flavour text as well, which I guess sort of plays up charm and danger, although it's a bit hard to tell with the translation. The fifth skin is a P90 Piggy. This obviously reflects the fact that it's going to be the Year of the Pig come the Chinese New Year on February 5. The sixth skin is the M4A1S Neza. I really hope I pronounced that right. And its namesake is a Chinese protection deity who was born to a human mum after a 3-year pregnancy. And those 3 years in the womb definitely paid off because he was able to free the people from the East Sea Dragon King, which explains the design fairly well. Yeah, as you can see, there's the ocean, there's bits of a dragon, you get where it's going. And to cap it all off, we've got the skin that's really caught everyone's attention, the AWP Nirvana, based quite obviously on the Phoenix. Not that it stops me from doing this. So, what are these skins exactly? Well, for one, they don't represent a single collection. As you can see, there's 3 covert skins, 2 classified skins, and 2 restricted skins. So, clearly, whatever happens, at least one of those covert skins is going to get left out, and some other stuff is going to have to be brought in. Secondly, these skins aren't the winners of the competition. In fact, they're not even participants in the competition. As it says at the top of the page, the official works of the national costumes debuted in this issue will be uploaded to the skin design competition website, but will not participate in this competition together with the players' works. Only for display. So essentially, these skins are just examples drawn up by A Perfect World so people can see what they're looking for in the skin design competition. And the word display is quite interesting because if we go back to the artwork released by A Perfect World, you might notice that the AWP Phoenix and the M4A1S Neza are both in display cabinets. So long story short, these skins aren't hints about stuff in future cases. It's a reference to the skin design competition that A Perfect World held in 2018. Still, if you look elsewhere on the page, there are indicators that A Perfect World wants to release some Chinese-themed skins to the general community. As they say here, our aim is to bring Chinese traditional elements to the world and let the world understand China more comprehensively. And you might remember, for that matter, the weapon skin competition that Valve held on Polycount, which resulted in the AWP Phobos and the M4A4 Desolate Space making it into the game. So, is something similar going to happen with this skins competition here? Well, let's have a look. First of all, this skin design competition isn't actually new. It's actually from the 18th of October. Secondly, the winners were actually announced about 2 months ago. So this has actually been under the radar for quite a while, but if we look at the winners, you might notice something interesting. So there's 2 covert level winners. There's the AWP Viper, which I think is a pretty interesting design, although you guys let me know what you think. And there's also the M4A4 Criminal Day, which I also think looks pretty cool. I'd like to see that in game. There's also 3 classified level winners. There's the M4A4 Manjusaka, which I think is a really, really classy skin. The Manjusaka, by the way, is a flowering plant in China. That probably makes sense. There's the P90 Lingbi, which I swear to God doesn't match up at all the description given on the website, but I don't know what's going on there. And finally, there's the MP5 Deep Rising, which I think has a pretty nice colour palette, all things considered. But not only that, there's also 5 restricted winners as well, and gee, I don't know, you guys tell me what you think's going on here. So we've got the M4 A1S Sweet Cat Ears, and holy shit, it's a bright pink skin with a anime cat girl in a short skirt on it, and yeah, enough said. And we've also got the AWP Peach Blossom, another bright pink skin, although this one at least doesn't have an anime cat girl on it. We've also got the Glock Meow Meow Meow, not making that name up, that is literally its name, and I think it really speaks for itself. And the final 2 skins are the Desert Eagle Tiger Wind, which I think is pretty awesome to be honest, and the Mac 10 Never Eco, which I think is also pretty snazzy, interesting design. But that's not all either, there's also 7 mil-spec winners, and if we take those and we lay all these skins out on one page, you might notice that the collection is structured a little bit like a case. As you can see, there's 2 covert, 3 classified, 5 restricted, and 7 mil-spec. So is this, the upcoming perfect world Chinese themed case that we're looking at here? Well, the short answer is no. As the FAQ on the competition page says, we would submit all the entries of this competition to Valve, but it is up to Valve to decide whether to adopt and make it into the game. So, despite a perfect world emphasizing that they want to get some Chinese themed skins out to the public and structuring the winners of this competition to end up with, a case collection, the reality is they've been explicit from day one that there's no guarantee any of this stuff will make it into the game. The incentive to enter was always a monetary reward. It wasn't any promise that your item would end up in game, and the perfect world has been, completely open about the fact that it's entirely up to Valve. Now, going forward, is it possible that Valve might use some of these skins in future cases? Yeah, it's absolutely possible. Is it possible that Valve might decide to surprise us on the Chinese New Year with a Chinese themed collection? Yeah, that's also completely possible, but there's no evidence for either of these things right now. These skins here, they're just a reference to the skin design competition, and it might be fun to speculate that these could be the next valuable skins, but I don't recommend getting your hopes up because for the time being, the evidence is pointing the other way. Anyway, I hope that clears up some of the confusion about these skins. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.